Marcus Morrison, this is your first shot at a British title. There's one over there. You're looking at it. I've caught you looking at it a few times. It doesn't belong to you. How are you feeling heading into this one?
Yeah, Mark with his belts in today, it's brought a bit of spark, and I'm not touched his today. I'll get my own in a couple of weeks.
So that's the plan, to just grab your own, and then you don't need to look at other people's belts.
Yeah, I feel like now's the time for me where I'm coming into my own, and this is, I think, a perfect fight for me and perfect timing for me to pick up a British title. And I knew my shot would come one day, and now it's here. I'm not going to let it slip.
So it's Denzel Bentley you're up against. He's the reigning defending champion. There was talk of you two fighting a little while ago. I think it was like his first fight in lockdown, and then it never came, and then you went back and forth a little bit on Twitter. Talk to me about that, and talk to me about why now is the right time to fight Denzel Bentley for you.
Yeah, like other fights in the past, there's been fights that have nearly happened and not happened, but I've always said it's, when I want something in the British title now, like, it's not a case of me wanting that fight, or I want the Denzel Bentley fight. I want the British title, he's got it, and unfortunately, I'm going to have to, take it from him. It's nothing personal, and I've never chased a Denzel Bentley fight. I've only ever chased titles or whatever I want, and Denzel Bentley's in my way, and I can't and won't let him, keep me from getting my hands on the title.
Do you rate him?
Yeah, I do rate him, and I respect him. I respect that he picked up the British title, lost it, come back and regained, what he believed was his, and so you can't not respect it. And what he's done is beat some good fighters, and you can't not appreciate that he's a good fighter. But I believe, like I said before, it's my time, and it's my time to pick up the British title.
Well, I think he respects you as well. I spoke to him recently, and he said you're going to be dangerous because you're trying to save your career. Of
course, yeah. That's how I see it, and and I've got to understand that he's now in a good position, and he's clinging on to what he believes is his, and I've got to rip that away, and I've got to make it clear on the night that I'm the winner, and that's what I intend to do.
Do you feel at all like it's now or never? Because your last appearance on BT Sport, you went up in weight, you fought Zach Parker. I think it's fair to say he was probably too big for you, right? But now this is at your weight. This is the weight that you're comfortable at, you're campaigning at. If you can't get past Denzel Bentley, is there a feeling of where do I go if I can't get past him?
I'm not thinking too much into that. I just think this is a fight where I know I can go and pick up a British title. There's been many before me from the gym. I've seen many British titles come through the door, and I know, and I'm fully confident that I can go and take this title and bring it back to the gym. And like I said before, I know it's my time, and I feel like, like I said, it's my time. I'm going to bring this British title back. You've
been sparring Mark Heffron as well. Mark Heffron's done plenty of rounds with Denzel Bentley. What advantage has that given you, if any?
I've watched the fight, obviously. I've watched it a couple of both fights, and I believe I've got more of an advantage having Mark on my side than if the tables were turned. I chat with Mark every day in the gym, and I know what Denzel does well, what he doesn't do so well, and I feel like it's definitely on my side that I've got Mark as an advantage to give me some pointers and on the do's and don'ts, and I think, like I said, it is an advantage to me.
What do you think your main advantages are heading into this fight over Denzel?
I believe I'm a better fighter. I believe I'm going to be the stronger fighter. I believe I'm the more skillful fighter, and I think I've been in some tough fights, especially obviously the Parker fight, which I learned a lot from. He was a big man, Parker, very good as well. Eubank, I feel like I've got an edge in experience as well. I've been in this on the pro scene longer than Denzel Bentley, and I feel like that'll pay dividends in the fight.
I was surprised that you hadn't boxed for this belt yet. It just feels like something you would have boxed for at some point at this stage in your career. Why do you think that hasn't happened? And why do you think that is?
Deep down, I've always known that I was going to get a shot at British. It was just a case of when. and you could look at some of the fights, like the ones I've just spoke about, and say, you know, they're possibly past British title level or the level of opponents. And I've had some good opportunities in my career, some that have been too good to turn down. And you know, there could have been times when, you know, in the time that I've been in those fights, I could have been getting in the mix for the British title, or you know, getting in fights to push me towards the British. But I feel like, again, the experience of being in those big fights, that, like I said before, could be seen as being past the British level, will stand me in good stead for fighting for it, and I can't wait to get my hands on it.
It's also your first fight at York Hall, I believe,
It is,
as well.
yeah,
And that's another surprise. No, everyone's fought at York Hall.
Apart from me.
Apart from you. So your plan is to light up York Hall and come away with the British title on September 16th, huh?
Yeah, I've never been. I've never fought there. I've never been there. I've never watched a fight there. But I've heard it's a great atmosphere and one I'm looking forward to.
Tell me, how do you reflect on that fight with Zach Parker? And the only reason I bring it up, I know you've bounced back with a win since then, is the last time BT Sport viewers will have seen you. It's the last time we were around you as well. How do you reflect on that?
Yeah, it's, again, I keep saying it, but it was just a massive opportunity that I don't think any fighter would have been, in my position, would have been able to turn down. You've got to understand where he was at, what I would have been fighting for if I would have come away victorious in that fight. You know, it wasn't to be, but Zach Parker's a very good fighter and a lot bigger on the night than I thought he would be. I got in the ring a pound heavier than what I got at the scales, and when he got in the ring, he was a lot bigger than what he was, you know, the day before. And it was only until he got in the ring when I thought, you know, he's piled on the weight here, and he's better than I thought he would. Thought he would have been. He's a good fighter, and you know, I wish him all the best, and I believe he can go on to do good things in boxing.
Marcus Morrison, British middleweight champion. How much would that mean to you? It sounds good, doesn't it?
It does sound good. I just feel like it's sort of like written in the stars now. I feel like it's been a long time coming, and like you said before, you'd have thought I'd have had a crack at the British, and with the experience I've got, the fighters have been around over the years. This is all I feel like is leading to, you know, this fight and me picking up the British title and being crowned British champion.
You've had a few ups and downs in your career. Was there any point where you just thought of jacking it in? And what's your motivation now, getting up every day, bringing yourself to this gym?
No, listen, boxing's a hard game. It's tough, not even just physically, like mentally. Coming off losses, and you know, don't get me wrong. There's times when you think, you know, you come away, he's broken nose, he's broken face, and you think, you know, is this all worth it? But you know, when you see, you know, what you can go and achieve, and deep down what you know and believe you can go on and achieve, you know, that's like my motivation to think, you know, I'd love to, you know, pick up the British title, bring it home to my little girls, and you know, tell them that, you know, the dad stuck it in, he became British champion.
Have you made them any promises? I know Mark's promised that he was going to take his.
I've told my girls I'll be bringing the title home, and they'll be fast asleep when I'm in the ring, but you know, the next morning I'll be back, you know, with the title for him.
Could change your life.
My eldest girl keeps saying, "Are you going to win a medal? Are you going to win a medal, Dad?" So I said, "I will do soon, darling. Don't worry."
Well, you've got plenty of motivation. Tell us your prediction. How's this fight going to play out?
You know, looking at Denzel Bentley's, you know, recent fights and his fights with Mark, he's an awkward fighter. But what he does well. He's hard to nail down and catch clean, and he's dangling awkward. But I feel like I've got to press the fight and you know, take it to Denzel Bentley, and you know, if I do that, I know I've got more than enough to get the win.
All right, nice speaking to you, and yeah, we'll see you in fight week.
I appreciate it. Thank you.
Cheers, mate.